don't think it looks bad by any means. I don't think the animation is terrible. It's none of that. It's just the characters are absolutely garbage in my opinion. So I've got through 3 episodes of Yuri Is My Job, and I have to say it is the worst anime I have watched this season, and it is absolutely insufferable. And I'm about to tell you why this anime, even if you like Yuri, might not be worth the watch. So to start off with the main character, Hime, I have to say that I really dislike her. I don't think she's necessarily like a terrible person, like she's some absolute scumbag, but there's very little to really like about her in my opinion, besides the fact that she's just a cute anime girl, and that's pretty much the only thing she has going for her. So Hime is the literal definition of fake it till you make it. As it was said multiple times in the series, and she states that she is putting on this facade of her personality so that everyone will like her. She acts like she's this princess, and well, I wouldn't say that she's better than everyone else, like she has some big ego of like, oh yeah, I just think y'all are trash, but I feel like there's some insecurity when it comes to her character that would honestly try to make you feel bad for her, and well, it's really failing at that big time. Because I personally don't think that you really should fake your personality just so that people will like you. And honestly, as I said before, you can be the nicest person in the world, and for whatever reason, somebody is not going to like you. They're just going to come up with some reason to just hate your ass. She wants to be liked by everyone, which I mean, it's fair enough. I don't really think that too many people enjoy being hated on, enjoy just, oh yeah, you know, nobody really likes me. I'm cool with that. I'm pretty sure most people would agree that they would like to have friends and be liked by others. But how she's going about it by being Miss Perfect is just so fake to me, because why would you want to be liked for somebody that you're not? Why do you care so much to be liked if you're just going to be lying to people? And somebody did make a comment of how this is a story of how she has to overcome that mentality of, oh wait, I don't have to fake being who I am so that people will like me, which is a fair enough point, and I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing or a bad story. It's just how they are going about it just really pisses me off than anything. And also it doesn't help that like none of the characters I really care for, but I will say I don't think she's like a total scumbag. She doesn't seem to have some evil ulterior motive to get everyone to like her. It just seems like she's just more scared of people disliking her and not seeing her in the brightest light. And now we got Mitsuki, who honestly I'm not a fan of either. She is almost as dislikable as Hime, and I will say that she is quite the bitch. Now somebody said that she seems like a tsundere, but I wouldn't say that she's a tsundere, because she can be nice to Hime, she can be nice to everyone, but deep down inside, she just doesn't like Hime. Also, Hime has this infatuation with Mitsuki, and at first it was because she thought she was beautiful and she wanted to get close to her, but as the story has progressed through these 3 episodes, it's more so the fact that she sees Mitsuki as an obstacle, because Mitsuki wants nothing to do with Hime at all. And Hime is just like, nah, I can't have that. I need literally everyone and their mother to like me in some way, shape, or form. Which, like I said, I don't really get, because why would you waste your time on people who clearly dislike you? And if they somehow end up being a couple, or at the very least start liking each other, that is going to be one of the biggest ass pulls I've ever seen. Now granted, maybe as the story goes on, it seems less bullshit, but as of right now, I mean, 3 episodes in, I don't really see how the heck they can get to the conclusion of they end up being a couple, or at least friends. Maybe something big will happen that will make me go, oh, okay, that's how it happens, and I can kind of get it now. So maybe I'm just making this video and gonna eat my words in a couple episodes. But something that I can give Hime some credit for, at least slack I should say, is the fact that Hime is trying to be at least a good worker. Now she is absolutely failing at it, because, well, she got strung along, or I should say blackmailed into working at this Yuri cafe, because she bumped into the manager, who then sprained or broke her arm or something like that. But at the same time, the manager, I believe within that same episode, or the next episode, was flailing around her arm like it was perfectly fine. Like, yes, she has it in some kind of cast, but she was just moving it around like nothing happened. So it seems like she doesn't really need to work there. I get it. Obviously, that's for the story. I'm not saying that it can't happen that way, but I feel like blackmailing her is a pretty much scumbag move, I will say. But she is trying to do her job, like I said, and completely failing at it, and Mitsuki just gives her all the shit for it. She's like, oh, I have to take care of you because you don't know how to do your job, but if I'm remembering correctly, she didn't even get much training to begin with. I could be wrong, but I saw a comment and it kind of reminded me, I'm like, oh yeah, they didn't really have like a training session or anything. They just kind of put her on the spot and was like, all right, well, go do what you need to do. And personally, that's some BS to me. So I don't know why you're giving her so much shit when she had zero interest in doing this job in the first place. Granted, Mitsuki said that she has been working there for a while and she's still not great at her job. So it's kind of like, well, maybe you should pick this up a little bit more by now, because Hime's friend did start working with her and she's already doing a better job. I guess she could pick up on it a little bit faster, but at the same time, she wasn't really supposed to be there in the first place, and y'all giving her shit. And I will say Hime's friend seems to be the least insufferable character of them all, but she's pretty mid, at least before she starts working there, because honestly, she's just there and I'm like, oh, that's her friend, she's whatever. But when she starts working at the cafe, she goes from 0 to 100 real quick, man. She got a huge glow up. But even so, she's still kind of whatever. I have zero interest in any of the characters. And I know I'm being very harsh of this series, and I'm really just hating on it, but I did give it 3 episodes. Not like I came into Yuri Is My Job with just the shittiest expectations and I just wanted to hate on it. No, I actually came in wanting to enjoy it, wanting to love this, because it is Yuri. I love Yuri. Yuri is the best and most wholesome shit ever. And I wouldn't say that I had huge high expectations. Like, I didn't think going into this would be as good as Lycoris Recoil or the Magical Revolution, which are both peak freaking series. I just wanted this to be Yuri goodness and to be enjoyable. But in the end, I'm just more pissed off than anything. I'm more so like, this is absolutely infuriating garbage. And I know that some people have been enjoying this series, and fair enough, I'm not saying you can't, but for me, I am just not enjoying this whatsoever. And, well, I'm probably going to continue a little bit more, a few more episodes, because I want to see if it turns around. Maybe I will actually enjoy it in the later episodes. I don't really want to watch this and just absolutely hate it. Like, oh yeah, the first 3 episodes, absolute trash. I hate this series. I want it to burn, but I want to end up enjoying this. So I will give it a few more episodes, but right now I gave it a 4 out of 10 on my anime list, which is my lowest anime of the season. So yeah, just very disappointing to me. I really went into this series wanting to McLove it and just ended up not even just kind of disappointed, but more so just completely irritated and angry watching it. Let me know what you all been thinking about it. Have you been enjoying it? Do you hate it just as much as I do? Or do you think this is like the next coming of Yuri? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you all have a fantastic day, night, evening, morning, whatever the hell time it is for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.